Hey everybody, I'm Cam and I'm joined by Martin, and we have some Assassin's Creed 4 footage here, Martin.
Yarr.
Exclusive 15 minutes of it. So
Yarr,
tell me,
we do.
what's going on here? What are we going to show?
We have some open world stuff. So you might have seen quite a bit of video about the story missions and the characters. We're not going to show any of that. We're going to just show some of the open world antics you can get into this game, because Ubisoft has made a big deal about how big this world is. Now, having a look at the world map now, this is actually a piece of it.
This reminds me of another Ubisoft game I've played.
Yes.
Far Cry 3. It looks like they've taken a lot from it, haven't they?
Yeah, they have unashamedly borrowed the best elements of Far Cry 3. I spoke to quite a few of the devs when we were out at the event where we got quite a bit of this footage from, and they are like, sure we took it, because it was good. It was good then, and it's going to be good now, was basically their pitch.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I enjoyed the hunting in Far Cry 3 a lot more than I enjoyed the hunting in Assassin's Creed 3, and I think everyone feels that way.
Cool. Well, we're going to have a look at a lot of the hunting actually just now. So let's do that now.
Yeah, so I was looking around the map there, and that's taken us to this point. Again, that is only a piece of the map. That is not the finished map.
Whoa, you just shot a cat. What type of cat is that?
This is the Ubisoft man playing it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Ubisoft man. He's doing everything very elegantly, and he has just skinned a ocelot. Now, he is going to air assassinate the ocelot here. I tried for about half an hour to do this, and I couldn't do it ever. So, we get to see me having to go at some hunting in a bit. I'm going to be honest, it's not going to be as impressive. Okay, please don't hate me in the comments for that. It's not as impressive. Here we are wrestling the crocodile.
As you do. Pirates, pirates had all the fun.
They wrestled and hunted a lot of animals by the looks of it.
Apparently so.
And so there's some of the animals you can do. I know later in the video I'm going to show you guys hunting a hammerhead shark with a harpoon with mixed results. Again, that's one of the ones I did. And here's a bit more of a stealthy hunt. We've had some very aggressive hunts. These are just a few clips of the animals.
I like the element of surprise he uses there. So we get the hunting and the skinning. There's no kind of blood spurt as Far Cry 3 had, or the kind of gruesome nature of say Red Dead Redemption. But what we do have from Far Cry 3 as well, right, is the idea of crafting using the bits of dead animals. Yeah.
Collect your animals, get stuff.
Yeah.
It's a classic lifetime thing realized in a video game.
Yeah.
Collect skins and pelts and teeth and, I don't know, leather, crocodile leather, as you do, and you get stuff. It's quite self-explanatory. You see some of the piratey outfits here.
Now here we got you doing something else, and you're hunting soldiers. This is back on you now, so we've done with...
Yeah, so I'm finally playing. So you're going to notice that I'm not nearly as good. I'm sorry, I'm really not nearly as good.
What have you done to this guy? So you've darted him with something, some sort of blow dart. But
I'm going to be honest with you, Cam, at this point I was messing around.
Good.
That's what a game is for. Entirely sure the cameras are running at this point.
That's a berserk dart, yeah?
Yeah.
And he's now... So the idea is he should be attacking anyone in sight, but he's kind of all alone, so he's not really doing much.
Yeah. And I'm not really doing much either. I'm going to be honest again.
He briefly sees you there, but then the dart killed him.
That's because I am one with stealth. Here's an embarrassing bit where I try and run up a log, fall down. It's okay.
I'll try again, guys. That
log
messed
is
up
slippy.
Again. Looks mossy.
Try 3. And we're good.
There you go.
Basically, I'm here because the map tells me there are monkeys here, and I want to hunt some monkeys, which, yes, is a bit cruel. You think I've messed that up? Nope.
Martin,
he's dead.
I'm no science-mologist, but that is not a monkey.
No, it's not a monkey, but there are apparently monkeys here.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, this is from an earlier build of the game, and also I don't realise this until a lot later in the video, but in the later build of the game I played just for playing this build of the game. Gosh, that's confusing. When you put your eagle vision on, it will highlight any animals you can hunt.
Oh, right, gotcha.
And I didn't know that on this, so I was expecting to be able to do that.
Wait, this is what should happen when you berserk dart a guy. So his mate, they start to fight. It's interesting how they don't attack the, I guess, slaves that they've got on this plantation.
That would be cruel.
Yeah, so they just fight each other, and then he comes up for you, I think.
Yes.
In fact, you did this bit really well.
I don't have time for that.
No messing around.
So he's dead.
No messing around. Awesome. And the classic. So, you can see some of the new HD next-gen graphics there. Very nice.
Now, this bit is a little bit later. Basically, what I've done is I think I killed almost everyone on the camp at that point because my escapades went a bit wrong. But Cameron, you've lovingly edited that out for everyone's benefit. And we stumbled upon this Mayan artifact. Is it Mayan? Is it Mayan? I think it's Mayan.
We'll go with Mayan.
Sure.
Why not?
And you have to basically do that. What I just did there.
Line it up with the object. So it wasn't the most challenging of puzzles.
It wasn't the most challenging, but it was quite fun. I didn't know it was there.
It's my favourite bit.
I found it.
When in order to reach it, you just
Straight
jump
down.
to your what should be death.
I'm all business. There's no time for going down the conventional way.
Also, little known fact, swords, great for killing, also good for digging. As we can see here.
Boff, treasure.
There
Thank
it is.
you.
Easy.
As you can see here is me trying to turn on Eagle Vision to find some monkeys. In a later build, so the build you'll play when it comes out, they are highlighted with your Eagle Vision.
Right, okay.
But I have spotted a monkey.
Aha.
There it is.
So you could...
I think you can tell what I'm going to do.
You could blow dart the monkey, but no, you're going to... Oh, Martin. Oh, right in the face.
I'm sorry. Okay? That's
got
one
the job
way.
done. Got the
It's
job
one way
done.
to get a monkey out of a tree. It's not the way I would recommend, and of course, do not try any of this in your own...
In real life.
In real life.
With all the monkeys that we encounter every day.
Because no matter how many monkeys you skin, I still think you're going to have a hard time fashioning a wallet out of it.
Now, here's you trying to hunt another animal. So
I'm still hunting, yeah.
Unfortunately, crabs, it appears, are not huntable.
Nope.
That is something
But
you
they
can't
are
hunt.
delicious in real life.
That's true. That's true. So, I mean, it seems that they have, like in Far Cry 3, there is a ton of various different wildlife you can hunt. I like the animation there as you run through the water.
That's how you'd run through water, isn't it?
That is quite amusing.
Running through water is very difficult.
Aha, iguanas.
Yeah.
He's spotted you. What's your tactic with this guy?
Well, let's have a look. Bam! That's my tactic.
Interesting.
Run up to it and stab it.
Wow. That was kind of sad.
It was kind of grim. I'm just sort of looking around and being like,
Oh.
did I actually do that?
Is that
a
it?
thing?
Is that it? Is he dead?
Yeah.
He's pretty dead. You should probably skin him. I think you
Trust
should
me.
skin him.
Trust me, it's going to happen.
There
So
he
you're
goes.
right. It is very much like Far Cry 3, and it feels like it did in Far Cry 3 as well. You're running around, and the thing with Far Cry 3 is I wasn't sure if I actually liked the hunting or not.
Really? I love.
I liked the mechanic, but I didn't like the violence, and I didn't like. It kind of made me feel a bit sad because I quite like animals.
Says the man chasing down and stabbing in the neck.
I can appreciate
Why?
as you're watching the footage, it doesn't match up with the words that are coming out of my mouth. But I quite like animals, and I always feel a bit weird hunting animals, if you know what I mean. But the mechanic I like. As a gameplay mechanic,
Yeah.
I like it.
Agreed.
Here's me running up a ship because you can.
Yeah. No, I like how there's this like just derelict, wrecked ship on land here, and I think what we should do now though is jump from this wrecked ship to your very own ship.
So back on the Dractor.
Yep.
And again, we are still hunting. I have found a hammerhead shark. And this is how you deal with hammerhead
So I
sharks.
noticed there they say get the whale boat ready. So I'm guessing. I'm guessing there's going to be more than just hammerhead sharks you can hunt from this boat.
Yeah.
So it's not just there's whales and other types of sharks as well.
Again, I don't know for sure in the build that I was planning to do this. This was the only thing available to do. But I mean, as we had a quick look at the menu earlier, by the way, I'm throwing harpoons.
Yeah, good job.
They're being thrown.
Doing pretty well.
Cam, you are a nice guy, so you've edited out my first attempt at this, where I did really bad.
I was saying to you when we were watching this earlier, Martin, this reminds me very much of Resident Evil 4.
Oh yeah, oh, totally.
Yeah.
And I love that.
No bad thing. That was a fun boss fight. So it's very reminiscent of that, though. Except instead of like some big mutated monster guy, it's a shark.
Yeah. Massive damage. Can you see what I mean? Like, it does seem kind of violent. You know, and this isn't me trying to talk to you about the role of violence in video games. It's more, it's really violent. And I'm doing it anyway, but I do feel, especially in a minute.
Oh yeah, the end is pretty grim. If you like sharks, by the way, then you may want to close your eyes.
And if you do like sharks, remember they are godless killing machines. So don't get too close to them in real life. They will eat you.
This guy he's pretty powerful though. He can take a ton of hard.
See all this blood and this thing of him on his little side. You just think,
Oh
yikes.
god, yeah, it gets pretty grim.
It's like, what?
And then this bit, yeah, wow.
But you know when you're a kid and you're watching The Lion King and it's all like circle of life and stuff, and you think, oh, nature's nice, and you play this game and it's like, no.
Nature
is not nice.
Nature wants to kill you.
Anyway, I'm done with hunting now.
Case in point, with nature wanting to kill you, this is some of the underwater sections. So when you're just swimming about generally in the water, if you jump off the boat, you can't go beneath the waves at any point. But there are these underwater sections. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's with the kind of old school diving bells.
It's a diving bell, which I thought when I first saw this game, they were made up. But it turns out I was just ignorant because they were actually real. I don't know if you could hold your breath as long as he does in here, but the concept of the diving bell is a real thing, which kind of scares and delights me.
What I do like about the underwater sections, though, is there's a lot of wildlife down here, like jellyfish that you need to avoid their tendrils. There's also like sea anemones and various other things, and loot, of course. So there's actually a lot of detail in the underwater sections for these bits. So even though there isn't the kind of constant ability to dive beneath the waves, the sections where you can do it, they're very detailed.
Yeah, just to be clear, you go to a place on the map with a marker that is signified as like diving section. It's like, oh, here's a diving section, we're going to do some diving. It's not, I've not looked down on the world map and held a swim button. This is a closed section of the game. You sort of trigger your descent and you do this. This is a quest mission. This is the introduction to diving. So around about memory 6, sequence 6, you do this, and it's for a reason in the plot, which Ubisoft really doesn't want us to talk too much about, but you are collecting some medicine, and then this happens, and then there are diving bits on the map for you to explore, sunken ships to gobble up more treasure, because again, upgrading your ship with money and gear that you've done from the naval battle stuff, which I'm sure you've seen from some other videos, that's a big part of the game.
This guy really has an impressive lung capacity, gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to train my lung capacity as an asthmatic for a bit, and you do exercises and you can improve it. So he must have just been doing that for years. Fair play to him. And also, it would be really frustrating if he could only breathe for like 20 seconds.
That would be
really frustrating.
But one thing I do like is that the underwater sections do look really nice. I gotta say, this stuff looks pretty next gen. It looks good.
Yeah, so we are playing this on a PlayStation 4. I don't think we've actually said, which is bad of us, but this is a PlayStation 4 build of the game. These bits here, however, from the missions that we've been playing, they're, I think, running on a PC.
Yeah, I think this is part of the PC build, I think.
Yes, but the bits where I'm playing, so the bits where it's some idiot doing really badly.
Oh, he just got eaten.
PS4. And that guy got eaten.
He did. So when you're underwater like this, the sharks kind of take on the role of the soldiers almost patrolling, and there's a lot of the same stealth mechanics. So you can hide in the reeds there, which I think you do at this point. You kind of change color slightly.
Seriously, I tried my best to kill a shark underwater, but I'm not sure if you can. You might be able to. You might later in the game get an item that allows like a harpoon gun or something. I don't know.
So what was your impression?
In fact, you probably won't get a harpoon gun. That sounds a bit unlikely. But you might get something to fight sharks. But at this point in the game, you can only really avoid them.
Okay. So what was your impression playing these underwater sections? What was your feelings on it?
They're okay. They're okay. I don't think they're going to be a major part of the game. I wanted to show them off just so you get a sense of some of the open world stuff you can do in this, because I'm sure there's been quite a lot of videos about the naval combat that I'm sure you guys at home would have watched. There's been sort of campaign videos about Edward and him. I wanted us for this just to show off some of the more sort of open world stuff.
Okay, well, thanks, Martin, and thanks for watching, everybody. And for more on Assassin's Creed 4, just make sure you come back to GameSpot.com.